Imagine a phone. Probably you imagine something like this, but let's rewind to where phones have started. That's how they looked like 20 years ago. No apps, no touchscreen, and even no Wi-Fi. Compared to the phones you have in your hands today, smart, efficient, multifunctional, such a huge progress. Now let's imagine a classroom. Looks pretty beautiful, but let's step back 20 years. Looks a little bit different, but everything almost the same. The same board, same desks, students sitting in neat rows, and raised hands. We live in such a fast world that changes every second, but education, the very thing that prepares us for this world, has barely moved at all. And here is a fact: 70% of school education system didn't change in the past 20 years. That means that today's students learn in the same way as their parents did. And it's not just outdated, it's damaging. I know people, and maybe you too, who suffers from perfectionism or who feel like they will be never good enough. And it's not because they're not smart, that's because this system isn't made for everyone. It rewards one type of learners but forgets the rest. And also, I remember being a kid who couldn't sit still for really long. Even if the lesson was really interesting, it was really hard to concentrate for really long. And all I wanted to do was talking to my friends, was making paper planes and doing something like this. But why? Even if the lesson is really interesting, why we couldn't concentrate for really long? And here's an answer. Science shows that 18-year-olds can concentrate only for 35 to 55 minutes. Now imagine a kid who are much younger, and it's really more hard for them to concentrate. Kids aged 6 to 10 can concentrate only for 15 to 30 minutes. That means that's even not a single lesson. So how can we expect a child to listen, to work, to memorize for 5 lessons in a row? If these problems are so obvious, why system doesn't change? Because real reforms means breaking down the old system, and that costs a lot of money, time and efforts. And government often cares more about numbers than about needs. Also, when people are not happy with something, they protest, they speak out, they fight against something, but kids don't have such power. Moreover, in such a young age, they don't understand how huge this problem is. And even if they do, who listens? So, what can we do? Firstly, fortunately, we didn't have to start from zero. We have already successful systems like Montessori, Finnish model, or project-based learning, and that's how one of those schools looks like. These systems are focused to improve creativity, independence, and to help kids actually learn, not just memorize. And that's really great, but even these systems aren't enough. Even if they help kids to learn, what they learn is still the same. So we should build completely new education that will teach not only math and history, but also such needed subjects like mental health, digital security, taxes, time management, things that really matters today. So, as John Dew once said, if we teach today's students as we taught yesterday's, we rob them of tomorrow. So, what can you do? Talk, speak, share. post to your friends, to your family members, to teachers. Use your voice on social media. Call on government to listen, to act, and to care. Because kids, they can fight for their rights alone. So they don't have a voice in this system. So give them yours. Thank you.